Hi y'all, I'm doing a real quick video. I'm kind of making some chicken salad in my Kitchenaid, and let's go ahead and get started. I have it on the controls because I want you to see what I'm doing, because I'm not going to have it on the controls, I'm going to have it on the food. So when I put it on, I'm not going to cut it on. I'm not going to have it on so that it just constantly runs when I have it together, when I have it so that it cuts up. But I want to pulse it. So this is the button I'm going to be using, so I'm going to keep pulsing it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Okay? So I used the whole celery except for this part right here. Up to the part here, that's where I stopped with the leaves and all. So I went ahead and I stopped. I'm not throwing that away. I use that for stock. And then, so here it is in here. There we go. And then also in here I have one onion. And it was a kind of a large onion. So I'm just going to put them all in here. And I think that's enough. I'm going to go ahead and blend those up. I'm going to go ahead and blend those up, and then after I blend it up, I'm going to go ahead and blend up the chicken, and then after that, then I'm going to go ahead and mix in. Just the only reason why I'm not putting it all together, if I was making a smaller batch of it, I would probably just put all the stuff together, but I like doing it this way so that I can be able to figure out just how much mayonnaise I want to put in, as well as pickle juice. And you don't have to put the pickle juice in. I just like to put that in because I don't put the salt in. I get the salt from the pickle juice. So let me go ahead and, okay, I have it on. Let me lock it in. There we go, it's locked. And I'm just going to do a couple of pulses. Chop it up as thin or as much as you want it. I want it kind of thin, but I don't want it too thin. That looks good to me. Oops, that looks good to me. Let me take it on off of here. Let's pull it. Here it is. It chopped it up pretty good. You can definitely make it thinner. I like the texture of this, so I'm going to stick with this. Now this is about 1.25 pounds of chicken. It's basically 2 chicken breasts. So I'm just breaking it up a little bit and I'm putting it on in here. And I don't want to grind it up too much. I like to have the thicker chunks. So I'm kind of debating between I should just chop it up by hand so I can have thin slices, but I think I'm just going to do quick pulses here. I figured out what was wrong. It wasn't starting because I didn't have this inside of it. A safety issue. There, now it'll work. There we go. There. There's still some pieces in it, and it did chop it up some. There's still some bigger pieces in it, but you see there's smaller pieces. So I think the rest of it, I'm just going to go ahead and pour this inside of there, and then also I'm going to make it so I have bigger pieces. So I think next time, instead of blending it, I'm going to go ahead and chop it up by hand so I can have thicker pieces versus the little... Now this is a plate that I had pickles on, so that's why I'm still using it. It's fine. And I'm just going to go ahead and chop this up. You could pull it apart also and just make little slices out of it. Hands are kind of in the way. Sorry about that. So you can kind of pull it apart and make little slices, or you can just use your knife and kind of slice it. So I think next time I'm going to go ahead and slice it up the meat. There. So there we go. And that's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in the rest of it. Here it is here, and I'm just going to go ahead and pour it on in. And it's based off preference. Let's say you don't like that many onions. Put a little less onions in. You know, of course, this is the cool thing because you're making it, so you can make it however it is that you want to make it. So that's what's cool about it. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a mix. And what I'm thinking is, personal preference, I hate it when a bowl is almost full because then you can spill stuff out of it and you really can't give it a good mix. I'm going to transfer it to a bigger bowl. Just the preference. Let me go ahead and do a quick swap. There. That's easier. Put that aside. And now I can give it a good mix without worrying about the whole spilling. And the cool thing is it's versatile. Like if you like it spicy, I like it spicy, but a lot of my family members don't, so I can't ruin the whole batch because I like it. But you can put Cajun pepper in it, you can put jalapenos in it, bell peppers, you can put whatever you want to put in it. it just makes it taste better if you like that. Just makes it better. So that's done. What I like to do is, I don't measure it out, but this is a pickle jar here. It's a gallon-sized pickle jar. I go ahead and I pour juice in it where it's not quite full, but I just put a little bit in. That's my salt. Alright, I already have 1 cup of mayonnaise in here, and this is my second cup that I'm going to go ahead and put in. And I'm going to go ahead and mix it on up. After you figure out how much mayonnaise you like to put in, you can easily just be able to put it all inside of the food processor and mix it up. For me, I like to have thick chunks of meat. So I know for me, for next time, I'll put everything inside the blender, mayonnaise and all. And I'll just chop up my meat separately. That looks good. If you want it a little bit more mayonnaise-y, go ahead and put some more in. And a good time now, because this is what you're going to be eating, is to just take a little bit and taste it. And you can decide then if you want to add, if it's not salty enough, put a little more pickle juice inside of there. If you want it to be a little more mayonnaise-y, put more mayonnaise in. If you want more chicken or turkey, I'm using turkey. I'm going to go ahead and give it a taste now. For me, that tastes great. It's perfect.